How to structure sentences in speech and essays. Hi, I'm Manoj. There are different types of sentences in everyday speech and writing. We don't consciously think about the sentences, we just use them. And in this video, we will look at the different types of sentences and how we can improve our speech and writing. Here are 4 types of sentences. Simple sentence. For example, I live in Southeast Asia. This is a simple sentence. It deals with one subject without anything added to it. But what if a piece of work is made up of simple sentences? Example, I live in XYZ. I am a tutor. My family are in XYZ. I have a wife, I have a daughter, I have a son. The sentence constructions are boring, abrupt, and immature. We will see how to fix them in the rest of this tutorial. Compound sentences. Example, I live in Singapore but spend several months abroad. This one sentence has 2 ideas or clauses joined by the connector but. Another example, a man may die, nations may rise and fall, but an idea lives on. This famous quote by John F. Kennedy is a compound sentence. Besides but, there are other examples of connectors: for, and, nor, or, yet, and so. They usually come after a comma. So a compound sentence is 2 separate ideas joined together by a connector to form one sentence. Now sometimes compound sentences have semicolons in them. Conjunctive adverbs like also, finally, however, are used to connect the 2 parts of the compound sentence. Example, I studied hard for the test and therefore I expect to get an A for the paper. Here are more examples of conjunctive adverbs used with semicolon in compound sentences. Also, thus, accordingly, therefore, hence, otherwise, instead, finally, consequently, conversely, however, besides, furthermore, still, then, likewise, moreover. Let's move on to complex sentences. Complex sentences contain dependent and independent clauses. It will have one or more of the following words such as who, that, since, because, which, after, although, when. This is better explained with an example. When I sent out invitations to the party, I forgot to include the date. This is a complex sentence. When I sent out invitations to the party is the dependent clause. I forgot to include the date. Independent clause. Complex sentence started with when, so there is a comma after the dependent clause. Compound complex sentence. This form of sentence construction is commonly used in writing, but do this carefully to avoid mistakes. Example, although I like writing short stories, I haven't been able to do so lately, and I haven't had any good plot ideas to write about. Although I like writing short stories is the dependent clause. I haven't been able to do so lately. Independent clause. I haven't had any good plot ideas to write about. Independent clause. By using a combination of all 4 types of sentence constructions, we will be able to write an interesting and captivating piece of smoothly flowing work. I have attached an essay by my 17-year-old daughter showing how she has constructed sentences. Do have a look. I hope you found this video tutorial useful. A little heavy going perhaps, but practice sentence constructions and over time, essays and speech will improve. See you next time. Bye.